Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us is the 2023 Cadillac CT5 V Blackwing. It is finished off in radiant red metallic, which is a beautiful color for this luxury Cadillac. This also has a starting MSRP right around $93,000. So with some other options, you can spec this closer to the six-figure range. Now, powering the Blackwing is a 6.2 liter supercharged V8. This model is paired to the 10-speed automatic. This pumps out a whopping 668 horsepower, 659 pound-feet of torque, sent through the all-wheel drive system, propelling this family sedan from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. It only weighs 4,100 pounds, so that is very quick for that weight. Top speed is almost 200 miles an hour. This is a straight sleeper from Cadillac, because from the exterior, very luxurious looking with all that hidden power. Now up front, you will notice right off the bat that the mesh grille has a V pattern to it. Very cool to see that subtle attention to detail. Cadillac badge and forward-facing camera, all of these sensors, and then all of the gloss black up front to really tie it in nicely. Now this has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. Turn signals are in the same strip as that DRL there. Gives it a very, very nice look. And then clean lines coming down the hood to finish it off, but it has an aggressive front end design to it. Now this has a staggered setup for the wheels, 19 by 10, 19 by 11, hiding the massive brake calipers finished off in red, two-tone design to them as well. And then there's more gloss black in the lower side skirt, so it matches up front nicely. We have the two-tone design for the power folding side mirrors with a camera and the turn signal, more gloss black to tie it in nicely. There's also a trim piece just behind that front tire. So like I said, from the front, carries its way to the side here with all the clean and elegant lines, minus the few contoured lines in the lower section, but it just has a nice flowing design to it. All the way to the rear, where this does have a small body colored spoiler, much smaller Cadillac badge in the rear than up front. We have the backup camera, all of the sensors, quad tip dual exhaust with more of the gloss black accents. Now, in order to make our way to the cargo space, you can double tap the button on the key fob. This also, though, has remote start. So let's lock it, double tap on this, and that V8 will come to life. If you double tap on this again, actually if you hold it, you can shut it off as needed, but we can use the key fob now to release this trunk lid. And I have some items in here now. If you want to see the full review, I show a little bit more. There's some storage space underneath the floor. You can fold the back seats down too. So it's a very functional family style sedan with the amount of space that is offered. Now, as we work our way to the back seats, three things about the door handles. One, they have the ambient lighting. Two, they are fixed, so they don't actually release from the door. You have to push on this button on the back side, which is number 3, and you can gain access to this beautiful interior with the Alcantara, carbon fiber, leather, storage in the lower section. This has the AKG audio system too, and then beautiful back seats with the red seat belts. It's a great touch. Front seats have Alcantara on the back with the V logo, which is pretty cool. There's climates along with some auxiliaries and a good amount of space at 5'10". My head barely touches the headliner just in the back section here, but it is doable for full-size adults. You get cup holders too, and it's not too tight feeling, so it's very open for your passengers. Now the front door panel is just like the rear. There's the trunk release, memory seating adjustments, side mirror adjustments, and all the window controls. And we have the power operated front seats with a beautiful design to them. Let's fire this back up though, so we can go over the rest of this information. Has a really good sound to it. Now, starting with the virtual or digital gauge cluster, this is the track setting right now. So there's some vitals on that left side. On the right side, if I go ahead and buckle up, that will disappear. So that way, that's one thing that I don't really like about this. But anyway, on the right side, you have a lot more information that you can scroll through. So you have trip information. There's also a performance tab. You can get into your launch control, G-force meter. You have some various times that you can monitor. There's driver assistance along with audio and nav. You have your phone, maintenance that you can scroll through just to keep an eye on all of that. And then there's also the display theme. So like I said, we're in track right now. I can change it to sport mode where it will change slightly. Now the RPM is surrounding what gear you are in, same info on that left side. Touring mode is going to be a little bit more subtle, laid back in a sense. Gives you some traditional info over on that right side with vitals in the lower section. But I think track is definitely the coolest one. Now we have leather on the steering wheel, carbon fiber down below, paddle shifters too. Right side, I was using all of these to go through that info. There's also volume, and you have a toggle for the different driving modes. So you can just use that. You can hear the exhaust change too in some of these, and you have a few to go through as needed. V mode is on the right side, and that is where you can edit and change how you would like this vehicle to handle. So it's basically a shortcut to that info. We have cruise and adaptive cruise, also heated steering wheel, Bluetooth and voice commands. And then on the left side, we have the head-up display adjustments, e-brake, dimmer switch. A little bit of a useless cubby here, but it is there. And the head-up display just shows miles per hour, or you can toggle between showing the tach or just your miles per hour. Now in the middle, the screen is actually angled away from the driver. Interesting to see that. I do wish it was more vertical, or like in the Camaros, it's actually angled towards the driver. But on the home screen, there's the split style for music and nav, and then you have the rest of these to go into your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have a video recorder too, and shortcuts to the climate adjustments. Now you can also get to those in the bottom too, just by pushing on these favorites, and you can quickly do that. You can even use the home button right in the middle in order to get back to the home screen. Two air vents are just underneath that, and we have another V logo for all of these toggles. Fan speed and temperature is in the middle, then you have where you like the air to go, sync, and some defrosters. This even has heated and ventilated seats. Parking sensors in the middle, lane keeping assist, and now we can take a look at this 360 camera system. You have some pretty good graphics to see around the entire vehicle. You can even take away the top-down view, so that way you can pull stuff up in full screen. You can adjust the guidelines too. Very helpful to have that. Now there's a wireless charging down below. You have traction control, auto hold. This is also another button to the different modes. So it's kind of redundant to have one right here and one right here, but they are both there for you. With it in reverse, camera will pop up. Drive, the front camera will pop up. And then if you pull on this without the release on the side, that goes into the manual setting. So you can use those paddles, and park is just on top. Now you can also use this system with all of the controls down below. So there's shortcuts to nav, music, and then you can use the rotary dial as well. There's volume and tuning for the audio. Two cup holders are on the right side there. And then in the center armrest, there's another spot where you could place your phone and then easily gain access to it. Some more auxiliaries down below with extra storage, as well as the glove box for that info. And a look in both directions, very easy to see. So it's very open feeling. There's some garage door buttons, the dome lights, as well as OnStar controls up top. But let's go ahead and get this out on the road. And from second gear, here we go. We got some pops in that exhaust. Definitely sounds really good. So here's what it's like to be behind the wheel of pretty much a six-figure Cadillac, the CT5 V Blackwing. There are a lot more options that you can get. This is missing some carbon fiber accents that we had on the one for the week. And so a little bit more on that subtle, laid back look without some of the carbon fiber. But nonetheless, you have a really, really cool family style vehicle. Now, I say that in a lot of performance-oriented sedans that they're family focused. This is absolutely a family vehicle. If you want that extra power, why not just have a sedan like a normal sedan, like a Camry, but now you have a sedan with the performance and power that you want. So this is a family sedan for somebody who wants that power, who wants to go have fun driving, but you may not want a second vehicle for that. You want to have something that your kids can go with you in, and you can still do this. I think it's the best of both worlds. And if you want the manual too, opting for that is definitely a cool option. So again, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Check out Carolina Auto Direct because they are always getting in some awesome vehicles. That link is down in the description. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.